I've used Manychat for the last 5 years to automate thousands of conversations, generate leads, and make money for my clients. But is it actually worth it in 2025? Or is it just another tool that sounds great but flops when you need it the most? In this video, I will break down the good stuff, the bad stuff, and whether you should use this tool for your business. And by the end of this video, you will know whether Manychat is your secret weapon or if it's just another overhyped tool. Let's dive in. So let's start with the good stuff. Like, the main reason why I'm using Manychat is because it is so easy to use. And like, if you have like zero experience with using chat automation tools or creating chatbots, you can get started with Manychat. And I have used over 200 chatbot platforms and reviewed 50 of them in depth on my website. And I can say there is not any other tool that is as easy to use as Manychat. Like, Manychat is the easiest tool that I've ever used when creating chat automations. And the reason for this is, like, when you get started with automations in Manychat, you can just structure all of your automations into folders, and that just gives a really good structure of your Manychat account. And then when you get started with creating your automations, Manychat offers a flow builder. And the flow builder is just so easy to use. Like, each automation starts with a trigger, and then when the automation is triggered, you can send messages, but you can also do, like, you can collect data, you can do conditions to personalize your conversation, you can do actions, you can do delays, like, you can even do A/B testing by using the randomizer. Like, Manychat is so easy to use, but it also has a lot of powerful features in the flow builder, and that's basically why I like it. But it's not only easy to use, it also has a lot of very powerful marketing features. So for example, on Facebook and Instagram, we can automatically start a DM conversation when someone comments on one of our posts. And this is just a great way to grab people from your existing content and turn them into leads and customers. And this is basically what I use every day to generate thousands of leads and customers for my own clients as well. And I haven't seen any other tool that have such high conversion rates as with Manychat. Like, before I did anything with chatbots, I was a website developer and I created landing pages. And the average conversion rate of a landing page is only 5%. So that means that if 100 people come to your landing page, only 5 people will sign up. And what I see with my clients is that we have a minimum 50% conversion rate if we use a Manychat automation. So that means that if 100 people enter your chat funnel, actually 50 people at least will sign up. So the conversion rate is just way higher, and that just basically makes Manychat a great tool to grab strangers and turn them into leads and customers. But you also have even more powerful marketing features. So aside from automatically replying to DMs and comments, we can also use broadcasts, sequences, and rules. So what we can do with the broadcast is we can basically send an email blast, but then we can send it on Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp. And the benefit of this is that the open rate and the click rate on these channels is just way higher than, for example, with email. With email, the open rate is only 20%, and on Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, it's always 80% or higher. But that's just one of the things, because we can also set up sequences. So with a sequence, we can basically send an automation and then wait for a certain amount of time and then send another automation, right? So you can send one, for example, wait 8 hours and then send another one. And this is just a great way to automatically follow up with other people. And the last thing that we can use is rules. So with rules, these are basically if-then events. So for example, if something happens, then we do something. So if we get someone's email, then we automatically send it to your CRM. And I think the combination of Manychat being so easy to use, but also having like sequences, broadcasts, and rules, that makes it just so very powerful. Like, it's easy to use and you can get started as a beginner, but if you want, you can also do a lot of advanced stuff by using these features. And that just makes it so great. And another great thing of Manychat is that you can also send data from Manychat to other tools. So Manychat has direct integrations with Mailchimp, with ActiveCampaign, with Klaviyo, with HubSpot, and even more tools. So whenever we get someone's information, we can automatically send it to one of these other tools that you might be using as well. And Manychat also directly integrates with Zapier and Make. So Zapier and Make are integration platforms, and you can use these to connect Manychat to almost any other tool on the planet. And Manychat also has a lot of channels that you can create your chatbots on. So you can create chatbots on Facebook, but also on Instagram, WhatsApp, SMS, Telegram, and also TikTok. TikTok is currently in beta, but that will probably go live, I think, as soon soon as possible. So whenever that go live, you can also use Manychat in combination with TikTok. And this is great because then you can basically just use one tool and then create chatbots and chat automations on a lot of channels. But up until now, I've mainly talked about marketing features, but you can actually use Manychat for customer support as well. So Manychat has an AI add-on, and with that AI add-on, you basically get access to 3 powerful features. The first thing that you get is the AI step. So with the AI step, what you do is you give the AI step a goal and you give the AI step context. So you basically say to the AI step, hey, I want to automatically qualify people, for example. And then you give them the context about your business. And then what your AI step can do is that it can have a natural conversation with your audience. And then while having that conversation, it can also collect data. So it's basically a tool that you can use to have a natural conversation automatically, but also collect data from your audience. So that is the first thing that you get access to, but you also get access to AI intents. So with AI intents, what you basically can do is you can understand what a question is about, and then you can automatically reply with a certain Manychat automation that you created yourself. And then lastly, they also give you the AI flow builder assistant. So then you can basically say to Manychat, hey, I want a flow that does something like this, and then Manychat automatically creates the flow for you. And if the chatbot or the AI doesn't know the answer, you can always hand over the conversation to a human with the built-in live chat of Manychat. So Manychat has a built-in live chat that you can use to take over the conversation from the bot. So whenever a conversation needs human attention, you can basically take it over from the bot or from your automations, and then you can manually reply to that conversation. And whenever you have done that, you can basically move it to done, and then the bot or your automations will take over again. And this is just a great way on how you can do this, because then you can basically combine automations and manual stuff as well. And Manychat also has an iOS and an Android app, so you can also reply to questions on your phone. And now you might be thinking, but how much does it actually cost? And I think this is also a big pro of Manychat. Manychat is very affordable. Like Manychat has a free plan, and the pro plan already starts at $15 a month. And basically the pricing of the pro plan scales with the number of contacts that you have. So one contact is one person that talked to you with your chatbot. And then for example, for 1,000 contacts, you pay like $25 a month. And I think for 2,500 contacts, you pay like $45 a month. So this basically scales with the number of contacts that you have. But you can even use Manychat rules to lower the price of your Manychat bill. And I actually have a video on my YouTube channel that explains how you can stop overpaying for Manychat. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend checking out the video that probably appears over here. But let's be honest, it's not all good. Manychat also has some drawbacks. So I think the first drawback of Manychat is that you need to create separate automations per channel. So if you want to create one funnel, for example, on Instagram and then one funnel on Facebook, you actually need to create 2 separate automations. And Manychat also has a convert channel options. For example, whenever you have built a funnel on Facebook, you can basically click on convert channel and then it automatically converts to Instagram as well. So they make it a bit easier, but especially if you have like a lot of funnels and you have it, for example, on 3 channels, then it's just a lot of maintenance work. And likewise, if you want to have a chatbot in multiple languages, you need to duplicate the automations as well. So it's true for channels, like if you want to create something on multiple channels, you need to duplicate it. But if you want to do it in multiple languages, you need to duplicate it as well. And this is not a problem if you don't have a lot of automations, but if you do have a lot of automations and want to create larger chatbots, this is just more maintenance work. And then the last drawback is that the Manychat AI features aren't that strong yet. Like, I think it's great that they started with AI, but I'm personally not using this with any of my clients. So for example, with the AI step, you can have an automated conversation and you can collect data as well. But the problem is that if someone doesn't follow your script, or they say during the conversation, hey, I want to talk to a human, then the AI cannot handle that. And I would expect like you want the AI to be able to handle that. Right? So that's basically why I'm not using the AI step. And then also with the AI flow builder assistant is like when you let it create a flow for you, they often have some bugs in it. So you always need to check like, is it working correctly? Are they entering the correct fields? And then I'm like, I could easier create it myself. And then there's also no built-in AI knowledge base. So now with the advances in AI and using ChatGPT, you can easily train an AI on your data, such as documents about your business or your website. But something like that isn't possible with Manychat. And that brings us to the verdict. Do I recommend to use Manychat? And the answer is yes. I've used Manychat for the last 5 years for almost all of my clients, and I will probably use it for the next 5 years as well. Like, it's super easy to use. It's very powerful with all the marketing features that it has. You can connect it to other tools. You can connect it to a lot of channels. Like, it's just super good. So if you're convinced, please go to chatomize.com/MC or click on the link in the description. And when you use that link and use my discount code, you will get 30 days of the Pro plan for free. And full disclaimer, this is an affiliate link. This doesn't have any influence on the price you pay, but whenever you pay Manychat, I get a small commission, and that helps me to create free videos like these. So that's basically it. I do recommend using Manychat. And if you want to get started with Manychat today, please check out this Manychat beginner tutorial.